It's been a good day, actually, and some really interesting dealers with some very interesting pieces. Generic, of course, so there's something probably for everybody, from postcards to posters to signage, a lot of theatre programmes, sort of artistic memorabilia, so a whole range of different things really. And yes, all good. And I've met some very interesting people and some interesting collectors as well. We've been, for the first time, we've been giving people a questionnaire so that they can tell us what they think about the fairs, one for dealers and one for collectors. So we're hoping that we need to analyse them, but we're hoping that's going to give us very useful information for the future of the fairs.
Are you a collector yourself?
Yes. So my collecting interest is very niche. So I collect vintage airline menus and have getting on for 3,000 of them. Yeah, I know, it's a lot of storage. And almost all of them are catalogued in Excel, so I can look at trends with food history. And so they're catalogued by course. And so I can literally go into Excel and tell you what potato dishes were served in the 1950s, for example, what desserts are the most popular, and what starters are the most popular. And I can look at sort of serious trends actually in food history, like the fact that, you know, a lot of airlines would serve things like turtle fin soup before it became illegal. And thank God it is illegal now, but yeah, things like turtle fin soup, and of course cigarettes were always available on board as well, and so it's some really big differences. There's probably the main one is there's probably more comfort food now on planes than there ever was before. But of course the other really big change is that vegetarian dishes weren't ever featured. So there was no what I would call menu plurality. You would be fed, you would sort of eat what you were given basically.
Yeah.
So yes, airline menus, vintage airline menus is my niche collection.
Will you be writing a book about it?
Yes. It's partially written, but it needs to be finished.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
At this exhibition I see more young people than the previous exhibitions, which is a great thing.
Yes.
Why do you think young people are more interested in ephemera?
Well, the honest answer is I don't know, but I think this concept of junk journaling has become really popular, and there's lots on social media about junk journaling, and of course it depends on what kind of junk journaling they want to do, but that seems to be a popular thing amongst young people.
I think everyone can find something here in this exhibition, in this fair, you know. The prices are quite good, you know, you have different. What do you think about that?
Well, you know, the thing about dealers is that you can negotiate the prices. So if the price isn't good for you, then of course you can have a discussion with them and see if they'll be moved on the price. But I suppose, you know, pricing is a very individual thing, and really depends on, I suppose, how much somebody really wants a particular item. But you know, there are things here which are less than £1, and so it doesn't have to be an expensive hobby. But of course, there are also some things that are more expensive because they're quite special, and more people would probably, you know, want them. So, you know, at the end of the day, the dealers have to make a living, and so I suppose that's why, you know, the pricing is as it is, but there'd be plenty of things for people without very much spare money to find.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.